The fact I'm a football coach. It's a competitive thing. I despise for people to beat us.
To Elliott, who goes sweeping to the left side. Gets to the 20, loose to the 30, to the 40, down the left side to the 50 goes Elliott. He's going to take it to the house. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Ezekiel Elliott. 85 yards. Back is Dorsey to throw. And he throws it in the end zone. It's incomplete. The Buckeyes win the national championship.
It's Everything Buckeye Nation, the voice of the fan, with your hosts, Jake Smith and Corey Boyd.
Welcome in. Happy Saturday. This is the Everything Buckeye Nation show here. A Producer G production on Fan Chat Nation. Welcome in. Corey, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. How you doing,
What's up with that? What's up with that microphone over there?
Man. It's just doing all kind of weird things over here.
Mind of its own. Mind of its own. Welcome in, everybody. Appreciate you joining us for the program today. As always, I'm your host, Jake Smith. Corey Boyd next to me. Your favorite producer's favorite producer, Gary Likens, running the ship here.
Ooh, we went with the government
full
name.
name.
The full name.
Gary, what, Daniel?
It is.
What's the middle name, G?
It is official.
Allen. Gary Allen.
I.O. Corey Shoemaker. What's going on, Clyde?
Clyde. My mama's in the comment section. Hello.
Hey, Tisha. Hey, Bew Nichols.
Bew?
Oh, Bew.
Bo?
Hopefully I said it right. I probably did.
That looks like Bo,
You
bro.
know how I butcher names. I am
Alan
so sorry.
Russell says, I hate to see him go. I think we're talking about Tate Martell. We got a lot to talk about today. It's the first time we've been here in a while, so bear with us. We'll be packing in the news over the next hour. So we can start it off with your good buddy Tathan Martell.
Tathan Martell.
So I think that's the biggest news to come out of all this. Tathan. I didn't even know that was, an option. I've never heard that. You said before the show, I'd go by Tate too if I were him.
Hey, I go by Tate. Tathan.
Like, I don't know. Did the parents misspell it on the birth certificate or
Tathan?
Nathan? Tathan?
Because when he got in trouble. Tathan, you get over here right now. What'd I do?
I tell you. Tate Martell is transferring. He has decided on Miami, Florida.
Nice weather.
It'll be a good fit for him down there. He's going to apply for early reinstatement.
Sorry.
Oh, you good? You need some water over there?
Oh, man, this gets funnier about the second. But, you know. Yeah.
What I don't understand is if he wants to play right away, he's gonna what? Request a hardship waiver from the NCAA because the coaching change.
Oh, yeah.
And
It's tough, man.
I mean, what is his argument?
It's rough here. It's a rough life.
I tell you.
Yeah, it's rough life. You know, hey.
If you want that to be your reasoning, the whole head coaching change, if that's going to be your reasoning to transfer, I wouldn't come out 2 weeks before you transfer and say, the starting job's mine. I'm 100% confident. That's my job. I don't care who you bring in. That's mine. Why would I leave? I'm going to stay and fight for it. And that's fantastic. I love that he said that. I remember we were debating.
Yes,
that's
we were.
fantastic that he said that. And I hope he's right. Because if he's the right man for the job, he's going to play. So I was like, that's great. I love it. And then 2 weeks later, see ya. I mean, what the hell? Where did that come from?
Right.
Talk all that talk and then do this? What do you think about that?
Woo! Let me get started
I know,
on the
we
mini
need to
thing.
get-
I'm sorry. Now, let me
Go, man.
Let me get this right now. I want to apologize right now because I may offend some people. His fans probably. I will offend. I apologize, and if you don't like me, I apologize because we all don't agree. We all have opinions, and that's okay.
We embrace debate. on
Yeah,
this
I've seen
program.
some people go, "Yo, he should do what he wants to do. It's his life. Let him live.
Let him live.
I would let him live. But one thing I don't want to hear, hey, Joe Burrow did the same thing. Oh, shut up. Shut up. No, Joe Burrow did not do the same thing. First of all, Joe Burrow didn't go, well, Dwayne Haskins, you will not win the starting job over me. over my dead body. And then once he figured out he wasn't going to start it, let me leave. First of all,
Joe Burrow competed for that.
Joe Burrow competed. Joe Burrow was already graduated.
That's true.
First of all. And then once he did, he left. And Joe Burrow actually got injured the year before. Little hand injury there.
It was Joe's job.
Joe had the job before. And I'm a Haskins guy.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm bringing that up. So that's number one. So everybody that goes, well, Joe did the same thing. Oh, shut up. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. Number two, Tate. Martell.
I'll never get used to that.
You will never see this video. And I'm a little small fry here, but it doesn't matter. You want to call a young man out of his name. This is what you did. Don't you come over here. Don't you swing and miss.
Oh, baby.
You said, don't you swing and miss. This is what you said out of your mouth. And 2 weeks ago, I said, hey, I like it. Competition. Now, you calling the young man out. You calling this man out. You want to come over here and you think it's greener on the other side? I've been to Buckeye football from day one. Don't you come over here. No, don't you do. Really? Really? And then you leave?
I'm on his Twitter page right now. There is no evidence whatsoever of those tweets.
Oh, did he hit the delete key?
Oof.
Oh, and another thing. So, what are you saying about those Miami players? Oh, so you just think they're no good, huh? So you can just go to Miami. Oh, well, I'll just win the starting job there. Let me go to Miami. Let me do the same thing that I ridiculed Justin Fields for doing. Let me go to Miami, where their quarterback must be trash because I want a hardship so I can play right away because Urban Meyer left and Ryan Day's the new coach, and it's just so tough. Are you kidding me? This is what we're doing now. Listen, you can do what you want in life. I can go run into a door if I want to. Yeah, I could. So what? Are you kidding me? This is what we're doing now? Well, Tate Martell can do what he wants. I don't know why people are so up in arms. Because you called the man out of his name. You said, don't swing and miss. He swung, you missed, and you ran to Miami.
Tate didn't even swing, bro. He just left.
He
got out of the batter's box.
And people were saying, well, maybe he was told he wouldn't get the starting job. He hasn't even stepped on the field yet. They haven't even met.
Fields isn't even eligible yet. Kerry Lynn asked, did his waiver come through yet? No. We don't even know if he's going to be eligible. He
might not even play. So we might not have Fields, and now we might not have Tathan. That's his name now, Tathan. I'm going by what came on your birth certificate, Tathan Martell. Tathan. You don't get a nickname when you run from competition, Tathan. Tathan. That's like me calling somebody out. Hey, don't you come over here on this network. Don't you swing and miss. Don't come over here. Don't come over to me and Jake's network. Don't you do it. And then they come, oh, well, there's this other station over here. They got nice mics. I think I'm going to leave. Tathan. Just ran. I would even, if he lost and then he ran, still looks weak, but at least you lost.
But at least he competed.
You didn't even compete.
That's my problem. I mean,
come on, man.
Talk all the talk. That's great because I love to hear it. I was pumped. I
was too.
I loved
competition. I said I love Give me some competition. Yep. I was like, yeah, let's go.
Woo! Getting baby.
Now we got no competition. We might not have Fields either because we don't know if he's going to get it.
I mean,
think he will.
He should,
but we don't know.
We don't know. Everybody is agreeing with you, Corey, and giving you mad props for that. Enjoy that Pepsi there.
Well, thank you.
Take a breath.
Carrie says leave Tathan alone. I will not leave Tathan alone, Carrie.
Oh, here's our guy, Johnny Foxtrot, which is a fantastic name, by the way, whether that's your actual name or not. Johnny Foxtrot should have his own television show. I'm not sure why we're bagging on Tate. Like it or not, he's an alumnus and has earned the right to wear the alumni ring. To add, he waited until the offseason to leave the program. He is not an alumnus.
Alumnus for doing what?
He is not graduate. He's not a grad transfer like Joe Burrow did his 3.5 years, graduated, whatnot. Tate he was going to be able to graduate this spring had he stayed around, because the football players, they go to class over the summer too. So that's how they get their credits kind of faster than the average student. But he's not there yet. He's not an alumnus. He just up and left after talking that talk. Clinton Masters said, "Bye, Felicia."
Tate, okay, here's the thing. You called somebody out and then you ran. You ran. Okay? That is it. You can throw up everything you want. He played. I see here he won goal. He earned gold pants.
What, by getting stuffed 3 times in a row at the goal line?
Okay, so what? You ran. This was your opportunity to prove to everyone after you called this man out that you are better than Justin Fields. Don't swing and miss. And you had my man Zeke backing you up on Instagram. Zeke said, "Talk that talk."
That's what he said.
Zeke was like, "Yeah, talk that talk." Now Zeke's like, "Really? You gonna run after I commented on your pick?" Now I gotta delete it. Come on, man. Tathan,
man.
But what is okay? I got a question. What is that saying to the U players? Are you saying them quarterbacks aren't no good?
I mean, they're not.
Well, I know
maybe that's what he said. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna play right away.
I know they're not, but I'm just saying.
So, with all this coming out, another story came out from Kyle Rowland of the Toledo Blade this week that said Urban Meyer and Ryan Day had to talk Martell into staying for this past year. He wanted to transfer before this year even happened, and they talked him into staying. With all this news coming out, I mean, if he wanted to transfer last year and now he does, you can't use that argument. Well, my coach left. I should be able to play right away, which that's a different story for a different time, because I think the players should be able to do that if the coaches are. But I'm telling you, man, it's not a good look. I don't see how he gets the transfer waiver. I don't think Tate can play next year. It wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to me unless they got something that hasn't been, released yet. There's something we're not seeing, but if his whole reasoning why he should be able to play is because his coach left, that's not going to happen. Especially with this story coming out that you tried to leave last year too, and they talked you into staying.
Yeah, I didn't even know that either. Like, he tried to leave last year too. So it makes his argument even worse when he was saying to Mr. Fields, "Well, I've been here from day one."
Something, a little bit of an ugly situation. Kind of the writing was on the wall here. 2 weeks ago today, Ohio State was hosting Michigan State in basketball. We'll talk some Buckeye hoops maybe later, but maybe not because they suck. And you see Urban Meyer is at the game with Dwayne Haskins and Justin Fields, and they're sitting courtside. And they're getting, all the cameras are on them. Everything, here's Urban Meyer. Dwayne Haskins had recently announced he was going pro, and then their buddy Justin Fields is with him. Those three sitting courtside for the biggest Buckeye basketball game of the year to date. About half an hour later, on Tate Martell's Instagram or whatever, he posts a picture. He's like 25 rows up in the student section. He's at the game. Meanwhile, his replacement we just brought in is sitting courtside with Urban Meyer and Dwayne Haskins. Martell's probably pissed about that. I mean, I can't blame him there, but damn. That's, writing's on the wall. He got out of there, I guess. Who knows, man? That's, I completely support his right to move.
Listen,
and all that. I just don't get all that talk and then
you can do whatever
don't even
you
try
want.
to back it up.
You can do whatever you want, but you talked all that trash. And then as soon as he transfers, I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. I'm gone.
I tell you.
First flight to Miami. Hey, I am not gonna. Any man that wants to go to Miami, the weather is beautiful.
That's what they say.
But come on. It's Tathan, come on.
Weak sauce. That's for sure. Clinton Master says, Matthew Baldwin to the rescue. Jimmy Goodgame, another fantastic name.
Man, I love
Jimmy
that
Goodgame and Johnny Foxtrot. Gotta have a cop show or something.
That's
fantastic.
Yeah, that would be a duo.
Jimmy
for real.
says, Tate is disappointing. I heard Baldwin is on the rise. Matthew Baldwin,
I'm hearing a lot.
I tell you, man.
Matthew Baldwin,
handpicked by Ryan Day,
is becoming famous.
Well, now, hell, he's the second string
He
quarterback.
sure is.
Most
Might be the
popular
first
guy on the team. Yeah, no kidding. And Kerry says if Fields gets a hardship waiver, it'll be for racial slurs. That is true. I got to think Fields will be allowed to come in. Brandon Miller says, I couldn't agree more. It's a wimpy move. He should have put up a fight. I don't think he was a better quarterback than Fields, but he still could have tried and back up his talk. He's exactly right. I mean, Brandon hit it right on the head there. That's the problem I have. I love the fact that he was talking that talk, but he didn't even try to back it up. He could have stayed through spring ball, battled it out, got his degree, and go play like Joe Burrow did, but go play somewhere else. But now, talk about don't swing and miss, especially twice. How about not even swinging?
Don't swing and miss. The grass is not greener, but it's greener.
He said he's living in fantasy land.
He's greener in Miami.
Oh, well, that leaves the Buckeyes with just 3 scholarship quarterbacks.
And Kyle Barr.
Oh, baby.
Top fan, it says, too.
Kyle Barr is our dude.
Appreciate all the fans over here at Everything Buckeye Nation. Fan Chat Production. Just wanted to get that out there. iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud. We're all over the place.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
To our YouTube, too.
Please.
If you're on YouTube, we appreciate you as well. He says, had he kept his mouth shut and just transferred, he wouldn't have faced any animosity.
Kyle Barr.
And we probably would have been like, no, why would you leave? Tate, don't leave.
Don't go. We love you.
And some are still saying that. You got some.
Sure.
If
It's fine. I mean,
if you're
this
a fan, if you're
20-year-old kid we're talking about.
Right. If you're a fan of someone, you're going to be a fan, no matter what they do. You will be a fan, and you will find something there to go, well, wait, you don't know, or wait, they're whatever they do. So I understand it, but I agree with what Kyle said. If he just didn't say anything.
Couple good comments here. Jonathan Guerin says, is Fields the real deal? I know next to nothing of him. Recruiting-wise, yeah, absolutely. He's the real deal. Size, athleticism, got a very strong arm. I strongly encourage you to look up his highlight high school tape because it's outrageous. And he looked good at Georgia. I mean, he played in every single game this year except the bowl game. Yeah. And he looked good in the time he got. So, yeah, he works out. Justin Fields works out with Dwayne Haskins and Deshaun Watson in the offseason.
That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know right there. You told me that.
No kidding.
To me, he is a bigger version. He can do everything Martell can do.
And he's 5 inches tall.
Bigger. I guess all you need to know, he is a bigger version.
I tell you. Robin Mark says, big boys talk, little boys walk. Joe Stiles, Jake and Corey, how do you guys feel about Brian Snead and his transfer? So Brian Snead.
Now I'm not as mean about this one. You see?
Well, he's not. He's just off the team. They went their separate ways. Whatever. He didn't even announce he's transferring. He'll go play somewhere else. He scored a touchdown. He's a freshman this year. Scored a touchdown in the first game of the season against Oregon State, and he looked to be a really good back. Was the 3rd ranked running back coming out of high school last year, and was suspended indefinitely for violation of team rules. A couple games into the season, didn't play in the final 12 games of the season. I heard it was something along the lines of not treating a woman how she should be treated. But nothing ever came out. I don't know the exact details of the story. That's just what I heard. And he's off the team. So with Mike Weber leaving and Snead off the team, it's J.K. Dobbins' show now. Master Teague's going to have to step up. I would venture to say Demario McCall's going to get some more carries out of the backfield next year. And then we got the 2 tailbacks coming in, Marcus Crowley and Steele Chambers.
I got a feeling that Justin Fields will be running the ball. It's just a hunch.
Yeah.
Just a hunch.
He can do it. Josh Frederick, as a diehard Buckeye fan, I respect Tate's decision to transfer, but at the end of the day, don't be unclassy and comment about Fields transferring. but then don't have the tenacity and heart to back up your words. Bingo. Lopez says, I will always watch Tate Martell wherever he plays. He's a great kid. I'm excited to see how he does. I mean, I'm going to root for him. I just thought it was a bitch move.
I won't. I'm not rooting for him. And I know that sounds mean. I know, Corey, how could you not? No, I rooted for Joe Burrow. I wanted him to win every single game he played until he played us, if he did. Mm-hmm. I'm not rooting for him. I'm just not. I don't like you calling somebody out and you do the exact same thing. The replica. You did what he did. You are saying Miami's quarterbacks suck.
Brandon Canfield agrees with you.
I'm going over there. They stink. I'm not rooting for them. Now, I'm not going to go intentionally watch the games to see him lose, but I'm not going to go out of my way to go, come on, Miami, please win, like I did LSU. Yeah. I genuinely wanted LSU to win every single game because I became a Joe Burrow fan.
I love that kid.
The only time I wanted them to lose is if they played Ohio State, which they never did.
Nope.
So I wanted them to win every game.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, unless maybe it helped us get a national title, then I would have rooted against them because it's Ohio State.
Sure.
But I was a Joe Burrow fan. Like, he grew on me. No, I'm not rooting. Like, I'm not going to not tune in and see him lose, but I'm not going to waste my time and root for him to win because you did exactly what you were ridiculing this man for.
It's weak. Weak sauce. Brian Schwelling says the whole thing was handled poorly all the way around, and then adds, and Michigan still sucks. Bingo. You got it right. Right on the head, Brian.
I like Johnny's point on that one. Read that comment.
He said, Carrie Lynn says, break's over. Got to go back to work. Talk to you guys later. Thank you, Carrie. Appreciate you tuning in on break. And our guy, Johnny Foxtrot, man. What a name. I love it.
Me too.
An argument to root for Martell. It actually helps advertise the talent at Ohio State football.
That's a good argument. Yeah, like,
certainly.
Dang, look at that talent they produce. They go anywhere.
Somebody posted a picture of the quarterback room. It was last year when it was J.T. Barrett and then Dwayne Haskins and then Joe Burrow and then Tate Martell and then I can't remember who it was. Somebody, nobody huge, probably a walk-on, but that's one hell of a quarterback room right there. Ryan Day standing next to him like, hello.
That is actually a good point. That's a good point. Ooh, Wisconsin beat Michigan today?
Wow. Did they really?
That's what Chris has said. Chris Hershey.
Why don't I see that?
It's like the last comment. Close to the last one just came down.
Well, damn.
You don't see it?
Who knows?
Wow.
My internet is not as good as Corey's, apparently. Okay. Hell, I don't know.
That's good news. Thanks for that update.
That's nice. See the Wolverines get their first loss of the year. They're a damn good basketball team. We got to go 2 weeks.
And Robin Marks just confirmed it. Yes, they did. So Michigan has went down.
Chris, why don't I even see Chris?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. What's going on?
I must have blocked Chris. I don't block anybody. I love the takes.
Thank you for the updates. Cool.
Natasha, hey fellas, can't wait to see the talent of Fields. Corey, love your outfit.
Thank you, Natasha.
This man,
all black. I had to go all black.
You love the all blacks.
I love the all black. It makes you look. It makes you look decent. You know what I'm saying? Like, make you look a little slim. And I was wearing all black.
I'll give you that.
I was wearing all black for Nathan's funeral.
Who?
Tathan's funeral.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Tathan.
Tathan Martell. He gone. Well, the move puts us down to 3 scholarship quarterbacks. Justin Fields. Sure hope he's eligible. If not, it'll be the Matthew Baldwin show.
Matthew Baldwin. I'm hearing big things from Matthew Baldwin.
You know, it's funny because last show we were like, Matthew Baldwin.
Right. And now
Tate Martell is way better than Matthew Baldwin.
Now the fans are like,
remember?
We told you
when
to.
Tate Martell transferred, we got a message from our guy. I can't remember his name. He's not in here because he would let us know.
Right.
But he messaged the page and was like, Matthew Baldwin started looking pretty good.
Yeah. I was like, all right. We're about to get it.
I'll give you that.
I'll give it. Hey.
John Reinert says, Justin Fields an absolute stud. Every time I see footage on the guy, it just gets me excited for this coming season. And Robin Young, it's still Buckeye Nation against the world. Ain't that the truth? Always will be. Down to 3 scholarship quarterbacks, though. That's not what you want to see. You got to, most teams want to have 4. 4 is a good number. We have Chris Chuganov backing up Matthew Baldwin, who was a transfer from West Virginia last year. I don't imagine. He actually got some playing time this year, maybe against Oregon State. There's certainly some garbage time minutes for Chugunov, but we'll probably try to add another transfer quarterback or, maybe a low-rated 2019 quarterback because we need the depth, and, that's really important. So we'll see. The National Signing Day is about little less than a month away, so we'll figure it out, but sure hope Justin Fields is eligible, and it looks like he will be.
Dang, John. Why John got going to me like that? He said black don't make that head any smaller. Really?
Dang,
John. Is that Tate's uncle or something coming at me? Hey, Tate sent in his uncle. Hey, John, get him. Dang, John.
Dang, John.
Dang.
Coming at us.
I thought we was homies. Johnny Foxtrot says that Woody O hat is on point, and Dan says Tate Martell. Who? Hey.
Damn.
Dang, John went in. He went in with he threw the grenade in the comment section. He said, "Oh, black don't make that head smaller, homie. That's for Tathan."
My head looks bigger than yours. Maybe he's talking about me.
Nah, I'm
got a big
the
head.
one wearing blacks. He's talking about me.
Well,
Damn. Tathan Martell must have sent a message.
I guess so.
He said, "Get him. Get him."
Tell this man. Sean, Hannah, Jake, and Corey, how do you feel about Fields coming and Tate leaving? Josh, Frederick, Baldwin, or Fields? Who would you guys rather see running the offense solely on seeing their throwing mechanics as of right now? Well, we haven't seen Baldwin throw the football at the next level. Very good passer in high school. We haven't seen much of Fields throw the ball at this level either, but I think Fields has the higher upside. He can kind of be molded into this Dwayne Haskins. And I know it's kind of funny because when they came, Matthew Baldwin's like the same size as Dwayne Haskins when they came here. 6'3", 215. Haskins, I always thought, was a little bigger than his listed weight.
He got bigger, I thought, too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Last year he wasn't as big.
Yeah, I don't know if it was
the year
all
before,
muscle
yeah.
or what, but that's a big dude. And personally, I'm excited to see what Justin Fields can do, and he's not coming here to sit the bench.
No, he's not.
So Matthew Baldwin will get plenty of time. We'll see him in garbage time, and who knows? Hell, maybe Fields won't even get the waiver. It's not guaranteed that he'll be able to play, that he'll be eligible next year. I got to think so. Everything seems to lean that way. And the NCAA does not want any part of any sort of PR that says, wait, you told this kid he couldn't play right away after he tried to escape racial prosecution?
Especially if they gave it to Tate and not Fields.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
Oh, my goodness. That would be something else.
I'm excited to see Justin Fields. I mean, I want to see what he has because he had spotty moments here in Georgia where he looked good, but I want to see him 4 quarters all the time with our offense, and how will he look in a now we know Ryan Day offense. It's no question. We're not going, well, is it Urban calling the plays? Is it Ryan Day calling the plays? Who's doing this? Who's doing that?
Quarterback draw. Yeah,
it's Ryan. And if he does do a quarterback draw, we won't be upset because we know he can do it.
Fields, you mean?
Fields. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we won't be upset now because when I was asking, we wanted to cry. But so I want to see what Justin Fields can do, because when you watch I'm not going to say film because it's not film. When you watch the video, man, he looks like he has it all.
Yeah. Joe Stiles and John Reinert have similar questions here that I want to get to. Tisha says, I like that Baldwin knows our system, and Johnny says Baldwin has a great J arc. Fields has better mobility. Joe Stiles says, opinions on Al Washington coming to Ohio State. John Reinert, what do you guys think of that team up north coaches joining Buckeye Nation?
David Carpenter just became my guy. But go ahead. You can.
Oh, baby. A big Braxton. Oh, baby. Brian Price says, hey, if they can't beat us, join us. So, yeah, let's talk a little bit about last show. We talked about Greg Madison coming in for sure, the D-line coach from the Wolverines. There's a rumor about Al Washington. Now, I'm really excited that Al Washington has joined the staff. He's going to coach linebackers. He's a great linebackers coach, so he's replacing Bill Davis. Our linebackers have sucked since Luke Fickell left. And it's really he only got the job because he knows Urban Meyer.
How do you feel?
He's his best man. I'm pissed off about the linebacker play.
All right.
Damn. I'm telling you. Al Washington is an outstanding coach and even better recruiter. And he's a Columbus native, went to Bishop Watterson. I got family that went there, so that's really cool. And Al Washington, he's junior because you may remember his father, some of our fans who were watching the Buckeyes in the late 70s, Al Washington Sr. was a hell of a player for the Buckeyes back in those days. So pretty cool to bring the kid home. Al Washington Jr. Played D-line at Watterson and went to Boston College. That's where he met Ryan Day. Ryan Day was an assistant coach at his time, and then they actually coached there together as well. So Al Washington, potentially the Wolverines' best recruiter, and we nabbed him off the staff. It's a little interesting that we're, kind of pulling these two defensive coaches that we just hung 62 on. But at the same time, that was kind of an anomaly, Their defense was outstanding all year.
It was.
And now they're going to go from, driving like a Honda Accord to the Lamborghini. You know what I mean? Coming from Michigan players now here, they're like, damn, we can run all kinds of stuff. They're going to be pumped. Johnny says, I enjoy Al Washington joining our coaching staff. Sure, he coached in Ann Arbor, but his dad played at Ohio State. Madison, great recruiter, not buying his coaching at this time. Yeah, it's a little interesting. That we brought Greg Madison on. I mean, dude's 69 years old, and we already have an elite defensive line coach. So Madison's not just going to be coaching the defensive line, I guess. He's the co-defensive coordinator with Jeff Hafley, who they brought in from the San Francisco 49ers. Guy Ryan Day knew a little bit from his time there, but kind of interesting. It'll be, new look Buckeyes, Alan Russell says. It'll be interesting to see what our defense looks like. We kind of know what to expect offensively with the Ryan Day offense, and hopefully Justin Fields back there slinging it around. But defense will be interesting. Kyle Barr says, Madison, I think, was brought in to mentor our future defensive coordinator. He's got experience, sure does. Dude's been coaching for, 50 years? Yeah. I mean, he's got the experience, that's for sure. And they ran a good defense with the Wolverines last year until
they met us.
Until the Scarlet and Gray hung 60 piece on.
I wouldn't put too much stock into that, though, because we were tired of hearing they're just going to beat us. Well, it's their time, and come on. And I didn't know that was going to happen. I'm not going to lie. But like you said,
62.
That was an anomaly, that game. It really was. So I'm not going to put too much stock into that. But it is Michigan. They did come from Michigan.
It does feel a little weird.
It does feel
The Greg
weird.
Madison one feels weird.
I'm like,
Al Washington feels like, that's right, bring him home.
I'm like,
I like that one.
But it is what it is. Let's go.
Corey says, Madison is a great resource and recruiter, but I feel like his time has come to an end. There's a new age of college football. The younger generation of coaches are hungry. I'd agree with that. I love the kind of new age of college football. Everything's younger and younger and younger, and you're seeing that get into the NFL as well.
Oh, NFL is adopting that for sure.
Teams like Clemson and let's talk about the national championship game just for a second. Clemson has two true freshman wide receivers that they played this year because they're better than the other guys. Boy, wouldn't it be nice if we did that?
And quarterback.
In our time. Yeah, they benched
Kelly
Kelly Bryant, who's a senior.
Quarterback. They said, okay, quarterback is better. Sorry about your luck. It wasn't loyalty. We got to stick with the guy that's been there. No.
Yeah, and you know what has kind of spurred that on, I think, was Nick Saban in the title game 2 years ago when he benched his leader quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't getting it done, puts a true freshman in at halftime of the national title game, and he goes and wins it.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, well, shit.
Saban can do it.
No kidding.
We might as well do it.
And I'm telling you, man, I'm excited. This new age, play the young kids. If they're better, then let them play. I've always thought, if two guys are close, play the younger kid. He's got more room to grow. And, and it kind of comes down to, hindsight's 50-50. Not this previous year, but last year when.
Don't do it. Go ahead. I know what you're going to say.
You know what I'm going to say?
Say it.
Urban should have put in Dwayne Haskins for the Big Ten title game after J.T. Barrett had knee surgery on a Monday after the game. This was after Haskins saved the day in Ann Arbor and leads the team to a win. If we play Haskins instead of Barrett in the Big Ten title game, we put up a hell of a lot more points on undefeated number 4 Wisconsin. And I just bet we get into the playoffs instead of Alabama. Playoffs? Bama ended up winning the whole damn thing as a 4 seed.
Mm-hmm.
Because they benched their quarterback who wasn't getting it done.
Loyalty. That's what I'm man. He had surgery on a Monday, and I know what people are going to say.
He's a warrior.
JT
He's a winner.
Barrett is a senior, and he was our leader and our fearless guy. But man, and that's when
I'm sorry to bring that up.
Yeah, that's when Haskins was just raw. You know, he wasn't going to think too much. Was just going to rip it.
Yep.
Let it go. It would have been It could have been Carday all over again.
Yeah.
It could have been, but hindsight's 20/20. It is what it is. And we would have hung up more on USC. Well, we might not play at USC, but man, here nor there.
Yeah. Oh, well. So, while we're talking about a bunch of guys leaving, how about a couple of guys staying?
Yeah.
I was so pumped about this. My
Your guy.
KJ Hill, baby. Coming back for his 5th year senior season. That is huge, man. He definitely could have gone pro. I mean, he wouldn't have gone first round, probably not even second round, but he'd have been a damn good player in the middle of the round selected. But now he comes back. Dude had 68 catches, 865 yards, and 6 touchdowns last year.
That's huge for whoever the quarterback is.
Yep.
Most likely Justin Fields. To have him back, he's going to be the number 1 target. The number 1 target. He is back. I'm excited. I seen that. I was like,
and people aren't going to believe this. And I had to read it. I had to look up different sources to make sure this was true. KJ Hill.
did your sources confirm it?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
KJ Hill is only 48 catches away from being the all-time leader in receptions in Ohio State football history. KJ Hill.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure about that because he's 6th right now. He only needs 48 catches.
So does he get those 48 catches?
Yes.
All right.
He's getting them.
Are you
He's
gonna-
passing Michael Jenkins.
Are you booking it?
for number 1? Book it if
Book
he's
it?
healthy.
Okay.
Because
There you
I
go.
mean, if he gets hurt and misses the whole year, I mean, he's not getting 48 in one game. They might try and hit him with that bubble screen. But I'm telling you, he only needs 48 grabs. Isn't that ridiculous? Of all the fantastic wide receivers to come through Ohio State over the years, KJ Hill is about to be the all-time leader in receptions in Ohio State football history. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And he's averaged like 65 catches over the last 2 years combined, playing behind Paris Campbell, really. You know, he kind of plays that Paris Campbell slot role, H-back a little bit. So I'm KJ Hill, my guy, coming back for his 5th year senior season. Going to be a huge mentor and role model in that wide receiver room. I mean, we just lost Terry McLaurin, Paris Campbell, Johnny Dixon, 3 guys with some of the best leadership on the team last year.
Got Ben Victor still.
KJ Hill coming back. Ben Victor's playing 1 more year. He said, I got 1 more year. He said, no, that's it. Like, bro, you might need both years.
Duh.
Ben, Victor.
We knew he was coming back.
That's his Instagram
And
name, Ben,
everyone's favorite is coming back. You tell him. You know who it is.
Oh, no.
Everyone's favorite. I seen him in the comments. Will he turn his head around? Give it to him.
Damon Arnett.
Yeah.
He's coming back. Coming back.
Yes.
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 Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's been 3 years. I feel like the old lady in Titanic. It's been 84 years when Damon Arnett finally leaves. I'm telling you, man. Damon Arnett, Los Dos. No. That's fantastic.
I don't know if y'all did, but did y'all see his post? Like it was something epic. I'm coming back for my last year. No.
I was like,
No.
man.
No. And I'm not trying to be mean or insensitive. But man. And you know he's gonna start.
See, that's the problem.
You know he's gonna start. You know
you got Jeff Okudah and Sean Wade, who are fantastic.
and you know he's gonna start him. He ain't gonna bench him.
Put him at the nickelback. Or let a young kid. I mean, we're just talking about it. If the younger kid's better or even, play him. I'm tired of Damon Arnett getting toasted once a game.
once. At least once a game?
Well, toasted doesn't include pass interference.
Oh, okay. You mean just flat out burnt?
Yup.
Okay. It was like, what, once?
What? Yeah, I'm gonna need to watch film again, but I'm telling you, man. My mom said he has no choice. Ugh.
Clinton Masters, palm in the face.
Yup. Brandon Buckley, Seven Banks will be a better player. Brandon Canfield, KJ seems to be better in the slot. Victor be better on the outside. Definitely. He's exactly right. So Damon Arnett, he comes back, and I wrote down here eye roll, and then experience and competition are good things normally. That's true. He can be a leader for these young guys, but if he's not the best guy, don't play him, man. He's been a liability for 3 years. God.
Begging you, Ryan Day, if you ever watch this stream, please don't play him if he's not.
I said here, Jeff Halfley and Matt Barnes. We hired Matt Barnes as our final coach we added to the staff, special teams coordinator and assistant secondary coach. He spent the last 3 years in Maryland. So Matt Barnes and Jeff Halfley are going to be working with the secondary, and they better figure it out. Some transfer news here. More transfer. Of course, we talked a lot about Tate, but linebacker Keandre Jones is transferring. And this one hurts a little bit for me because that sucks. He was a really good recruit, top 100 recruit coming out. He committed on the same day. I remember exactly where I was because he and Dwayne Haskins were both committed to Maryland. And they, at the same time, announced we are both flipping to Ohio State together.
You were telling me that, yeah.
And I was like, oh, damn, these two. And then Ben Victor committed later that day, a couple hours later. And it was like a fantastic day of Ohio State recruiting. Dwayne Haskins, Ben Victor, and Keandre Jones. And Jones has looked great on special teams, in his limited time, he looked fantastic. But this is going to be his 4th year in the program. Mm-hmm. And he hasn't started one game, hasn't seen a lot of time. And I wrote down here, too, I'd probably be pissed if Tough Borland was playing ahead of me and Pete Werner. I like Pete Werner personally. And Malik Harrison, he's more of an outside linebacker. So Malik Harrison is a stud, and he's not probably going to play over him, but I'd like him on the outside. Maybe put Pete Werner at middle linebacker and play Keandre Jones on the outside. I really thought we'd see a lot of him this year, but
how about Borland to hit the bench?
Borland's slow, man. And, maybe he was playing hurt with the Achilles injury.
I understand that, and to be respectful, but the game has changed. The game has changed. And if you don't have speed at the linebacker position at these days, good night. It's not happening this slow run stopping. That's not going to cut it. Mm-mm. You got to be able to stop the run, and you got to be able to cover as well.
We were just watching the
Sugar Bowl,
Ohio State, Alabama, and that's what they were talking about. Bama's linebackers are too slow,
and our linebackers could cover, and they could stop the run.
Darren Lee,
oh baby, he was all over the field, all over the field.
Love me some Darren Lee.
He can't do that.
Knife off the slot, man.
He just can't do that, man. And we need. I'm not going to go in there. It's too early. Just let it go. We'll wait till football season starts.
We'll get the competition going in spring ball. I'm ready for Baron Browning to come out. I mean, he was the number 1 linebacker coming out in that famed 2017 class. That was exciting. Brandon Canfield, not just speed, but reading the backs. Yeah,
true.
Coming out
That's
of the
true.
backfield. Brandon Buckley said losing battle hurt in our secondary. And our guy J.P. Pooley joins the program. Thank you. Appreciate that. Corey Shoemaker said Alex Grinch killed our DB recruiting. And, yeah, he did not do a very good job, especially with that Dwight McGlothern story. But I saw one here. Robin Marks, got to go get my chicken marinated. Y'all are the best Buckeyes forever. Thanks, Robin. Can I get some of that?
Go ahead.
That's about lunchtime.
Marinate that.
Take some of that. And Brandon Buckley, hopefully the freshman linebackers will step up. Anthony Lightfoot, Borland is slow. Best 3 linebackers, Malik Harrison, Baron Browning, and Taraja Mitchell. Hey, baby. Now, he is going to be a stud. He played a lot as a true freshman this year on mostly on special teams. But he's a force, man. That kid hits hard. He was like the number 1 inside linebacker, I think, in the 2018 class. And all accounts had him going to Florida State. Now, I remember I was at a concert because my buddy texted and said, he picked us. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I couldn't believe it. I might have had too many cold ones.
Too many?
Yeah.
Too many?
Well, no, I was all right that night. That was good. It was okay. Oh, man. I tell you what. The defense is going to be a new look, and I think it certainly needs to be after this past season.
Yeah.
Changes needed to be made. So
all I got to say is Maryland. That's all I'm going to say. Maryland.
Yeah. So hopefully Al Washington replacing Bill Davis, that should be a good one, not only in recruiting, but on the field performance and development in the players. You want to talk some Buckeyes in the NFL?
Let's do it. You mean talk Saints?
Talk some New Orleans Buckeyes.
Buckeyes?
Hell yeah, man. Let us know in the comments section who you're rooting for here in the NFL playoffs. A lot of us, myself included, are pulling for the Saints because they've got 6 or 7 Buckeyes on the team, and not just any Buckeyes. They're making big plays. You know what I mean? I mean, they are contributing at a high level, and we'll see. Brandon Buckley says, "Do you think Harrison will be the next Bosa?" No, I mean he's a freak athlete, but Harrison's more. He's better on the as an outside linebacker, and the Bosas are more defensive ends, and both good pass rushers. But Harrison's he's not on that level yet. And Danny Nolan says Washington is a good coach, but he can't make Borland and Warner faster.
No, he cannot.
That's pretty good, Danny Nolan. So, yeah, who are you rooting for in the NFL playoffs? I'm pulling for the Saints and the Chiefs because I really don't like the Patriots.
Yes.
And my Cowboys got really dominated in the trenches by the Rams.
Public service
Plus
announcement.
the Saints. I mean, they got 6 or 7 Buckeyes. Go ahead.
Let us know who you're rooting for. I did this a couple hours ago. Is it a head pick or is it a hate pick? Let me know. Let us know.
I like that.
I have a head pick, football pick, and I have a hate pick. Okay? Hate. Pure hate. No football knowledge at all. It's not using any X's and O's. You know what I'm saying? When you just watch it and you're like, please, dear, whoever you pray to, please let this team lose. So let us know. Who are you rooting for? Head pick, your football. What do you use to watch the game? Hate pick. You just can't stand them. Or both of them just head picks. Just let us know. Who is it?
Clinton Master says, go Buckeyes. I mean, Saints. Brandon Buckley can't count out Tom Brady, that's for sure. And Blake Heimsness, let's go Rams. JP Pooley, screw the Patriots. That's my hate pick. Yeah. I'm going against the Patriots, man, but you're right. You can't count out Tom Brady. Yeah. They'll probably win. God,
I'm rooting for my head pick, my football pick, is the New Orleans Buckeyes Saints. I think they're going to win. They're at home. It's hard to beat a team twice. It is very hard to beat a team twice in the same season.
But that stadium.
The Rams defense is going to try to prove a point. Marcus Peters is going to be in his feelings.
Ah, jeez.
Because can't guard Mike.
Can't guard him.
He can't. And he ate him up. He ate his lunch, his dinner, and his breakfast in the first meeting. But Talib is back, so Peters is not going to be on him all game.
Peters probably wants a piece of him.
Yeah, Talib is bigger. He could give can't guard Mike a little more issue. Make it harder for him at least. Peters was just get out my way. I got this. I still got Saints winning the game at home. What happened last year? The heartache of what happened to the Saints last year is still with them. The way they lost to Minnesota, oh my goodness, that's going to stick with them, and I think they get to the Super Bowl. My hate pick, I said this a couple hours ago. I just hate the Patriots.
You're working overtime, bro.
I hate Tom Brady. I hate the Patriots. I can admit when I'm a hate and when I hate and when I'm being a hater. I'm being a hater. Some people can't admit that. It's okay. I want them to lose with everything in my soul. So whatever you do, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not rooting for the Patriots, if you have any superstitions that work, do it tomorrow. We cannot have this team in the Super Bowl again. I can't take it. I can't watch it. I want to throw up if I see him in the Super Bowl. And he had the nerve to say, everybody says we suck.
Oh, my God.
Who says that?
Oh, my God.
Nobody says you suck. Are you trying to be Michael Jordan?
Everybody thinks we suck. We can't win anything.
Who
said that?
Yeah, he's trying to be Michael Jordan and create something to get him going. That's fine. But who said you suck? Who?
Nobody.
God, man. Please, Chiefs, please. I'm almost crying on camera for the Chiefs to help me out.
Yes, please. Clinton Masters made a great point here. The Brady legacy started with a Super Bowl win over the Rams, And I wouldn't mind seeing the Rams beat the Patriots to end his legacy if the Saints lose. That'd be kind of cool.
That's a good point, but no, I don't even want to
Only if the Saints lose, but I'm a big Saints fan tomorrow, that's for sure. Buckley says, I bet the Rams will double Michael Thomas. Drew Brees has probably said, go ahead. Brees can find anybody. Earlier, it was on Thanksgiving Day. Drew Brees threw 4 touchdown passes, all to different receivers, and all 4 different receivers were undrafted. I mean, that's fantastic. 4 touchdowns to 4 undrafted guys in one game. I'm telling you, man. Drew Brees said, go ahead. Go double Mike. I'll throw a Teddy again.
Kamara
out of the backfield. Man, oh man. Did you hear Stephen A, man?
Teddy again. What did he say?
Stephen A said...
Did he say Hunter Henry again?
No.
Oh, okay.
He was trying to say Alvin Kamara, and he said Kareem Hunt.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. On his show yesterday, Stephen A. Smith's show. He gone. You get me a water if you're actually leaving? Yeah. Thanks. Stephen A. Smith, man, this man needs a nap or something. He needs a producer G snooze at the controls, man. I'm telling you, I don't get it. So many mistakes. And he's like, well, yeah, I like Drew Brees. I like the Saints, and and Kareem Hunt's real tough out of that backfield. I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Kareem Hunt.
Okay. If he said Mark Ingram, okay. Even if he said Todd Gurley, I'll give you that one. Because that's who he's playing against. Dude, what is wrong with you? I don't even want to hear he needs sleep. Shut up. No.
He does too much, man.
Kareem Hunt is not even playing in the NFL right now. Are you kidding me?
Hey, Chicago Bears might bring him in.
Oh, yeah, they could.
They're like, we won't rule it out. Are you sure? You want to become the Redskins?
Stephen A. Smith, my brother. I seen a tweet, though. I didn't know what he was talking about. Because he said on his tweet, he was going at somebody. He was like, because somebody said stick to basketball. He said, you mean I stick to one sport because I mispronounce a name wrong? Da-da-da-da. Dude, you didn't mispronounce a name. You got it totally wrong. Now, granted, I mess up too, but oh my goodness. Hunter Henry, Kareem Hunt, what's next?
Derek Thomas, who hadn't even played all season. He's a free agent.
Oh, my God.
Man, I tell you. Well, the Buckeyes in the NFL balled out last weekend. Marshawn Lattimore and Mike Thomas especially getting the win for the Saints over the Eagles. Marshawn Lattimore had 2 clutch INTs. They were trailing 14-0, and the Eagles had the ball and were driving, and he took the ball away from Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz, a tough guy to guard, man. Matchup nightmare. He goes up, pulls the ball down, and then the Saints go down, score a touchdown, cut it in half. And then at the end of the ball game, they had to make it exciting with the 6-point lead. They had Will Lutz came out and missed the kick. And then Nick Foles, man, puts the ball right in Jeffrey's hands. Goes right through him. Marshawn's like, thank you. I'll take it.
I'm hating again.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry.
Who you hating on?
The Eagles. I'm glad they're gone. Because I'm tired of this Nick Foles hoopla that we're hearing. Nick Foles, he's so clutch. He's clutch as Tom Brady.
Saint Nick.
Nick Foles. Nick Foles. Oh, stop. I was so glad they lost. I really was. I was like, oh, my God, if he beats the Saints, it's over. This is all I'm going to hear for another week. Nick Foles.
Can he do it again?
Can he do it again? Should he be a quarterback? Who should go get him? Oh,
do
my
they trade
God.
once?
Do they trade? Shut up. Jeez. He's a backup for a reason. I don't want to hear it.
He's been damn good. I'll give him that.
He's been good as a backup. No, not as your 16-game starter. I will stick with it to the day I go into the ground.
Well, he's going to get his shot.
He will.
Upcoming season.
And I'm going to watch every game.
I wonder who he goes to. He might reunite with John DeFilippo with the Jaguars. But
Brandon, I'm with you.
I wish Baker had the Rams wide receivers. No kidding, man.
Woo. I'll be over there dancing, boy.
They need a receiver in the draft, right? You think they pick one early? Or you think they try and lure another in free agency?
Hey, either one. I think we need a receiver, though. I really do. I like Merrick Metcalf's nephew. He looks pretty good, too. But he had neck surgery. So
Oh, DK Metcalf?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know they were related.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. Boy, that'd be cool. He was really good at Ole Miss.
Yeah, man.
I like the N'Keal Harry kid out of Arizona State. 6'4", and outstanding after the catch.
Both of them are big. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you need, I think.
I think we need a big receiver. I know we're talking Browns here. Sorry, but yeah. Anyways, back to Buckeye. I know some people are like, oh, back to that mess.
Well, Michael Thomas wasn't the only Buckeye balling for the Saints or Lattimore. You know, Mike Thomas was also very good in the Saints game last week. 12 catches, 171 yards. Both of those are Saints playoff single game records. That is ridiculous. Yeah. 12 catches and 171, and the go-ahead touchdown. He's a mismatch, man. You just can't guard him. Can't guard Mike.
Can't guard Mike.
Zeke Elliott had a tough game in the Cowboys loss last week. 20 carries, only 47 yards, and a touchdown. 15 yards was the longest run. I mean, take that away. He had 19 carries, 32 yards.
The Rams did what the Rams should do. You stop Zeke, to me, in my opinion, and let the chips lie where they may.
There you go.
Don't let 21 get going.
Oh.
You let 21 get going. Night-night.
Yep, you're in trouble. You are in trouble, that's for sure. No Buckeyes on the Chiefs. The Rams have one Buckeye, long snapper Jake McQuaid, going to the Pro Bowl for second or third time, so that's pretty cool. I couldn't tell you who Jake McQuaid was when he was at Ohio State, but Pro Bowl long snapper for the Rams, so that's cool. And Nate Ebner is still on the Patriots. He was a walk-on.
Well, sorry for him. I want you to win.
Sorry, Nate.
Don't care if you were a
got
Buckeye.
enough rings.
Any Buckeye goes into New England, I disown him.
Until
Tom Brady's gone.
Yeah. Well, man, watch they pick up like Haskins or something. They trade up. Maybe Tom Brady wins the Super Bowl and retires. I'd root for the Patriots if Haskins goes there, but man, that would suck.
Somebody said, you think Fields will be better than Pryor? That's who reminds me of when watching the film.
Better than Terrell Pryor, man. That's tough to say. I cannot.
Gotta see him play first.
Yeah, I mean, he's
a lot of people forget
highest...
how good. People forget how good Pryor was. I know he had the little tattoo thing, and everybody wants to, poo-poo on him, but he was a beast.
Yeah, he was a stud. My guy Clinton Masters. This was the last thing on my sheet I was going to say here. How about our Cowboys picking up Devin Smith? I love it. Really excited for Devin Smith. He was a beast at Ohio State, dude. He's like second most all-time touchdown catches, and we were watching the Alabama game earlier.
Deep ball. Dak got to get that deep ball.
Oh, my God. I mean, without Devin Smith, we don't win the championship that year.
Go.
Cardale just tossed it up to him in the Big Ten title game. He goes and gets it 3 times. Devin Smith then had the long on 3rd and 9 to start the second half. 3rd and 9 in the Sugar Bowl. Throw it deep. Devin Smith's got it.
This guy right here. The Sugar Bowl savant.
I've watched that game so many times.
If you need anything answered about the Sugar Bowl against Alabama, ask this guy.
I've watched it too many times. Devin Smith, second-round pick of the New York Jets. I thought that was a really good pick at the time. He just couldn't stay healthy. He's got knee surgery. If he can stay healthy, he could be a really, really sharp weapon.
We got an Iowa Hawkeye fan in here.
Oh, really? Iowa Hawkeyes, Patrick Newton.
Hey, man.
How about
that's big.
This is the most Iowa stat I've ever heard. They have 2 tight ends declaring early for the NFL draft this year. Noah Fant. Everybody knows Noah Fant because he scored like 37 touchdowns against Ohio State last year. And then their backup, TJ Hawkinson or something. Both of these dudes they're like the top 2 tight ends in the draft, along with Irv Smith Jr. at Alabama. But 2 tight ends declaring early for the NFL draft. That's wouldn't that be that's so Iowa, isn't it? That's pretty funny. Clinton Masters undefeated when Devin Smith had a touchdown of 30 yards or more to Ohio State. Chris. Yeah, thank you, Chris. I don't know if that's FAF or what, but he said John Simon is there too with the Patriots.
Well, sorry for you, John Simon. I don't care. I want you to lose. Sorry, guys. I hate the Patriots with all my heart.
Sorry, John. Yeah, I'm rooting hard against the Patriots tomorrow. So, who are you picking? Saints and Chiefs?
Saints and Chiefs, please. Please, whoever you pray to.
That'd be a fantastic Super Bowl.
Please, Saints and Chiefs, please. Look, it was so bad last year, I didn't even watch the Super Bowl because I was trying something different to get the Patriots to lose, and it worked. So I will not watch again if they go. There'll be 2 years in a row I can't watch Super Bowl.
What if it's the Saints and Patriots?
Man,
bro?
I don't know.
You gotta watch that.
I didn't
Are you
last
kidding
year
me?
and they lost. And it was hard. People were texting me, "You're not watching?" No. They said, "You see that play?" Didn't I say I'm not watching? Then I watched it over when they lost, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Alshon Jeffrey was
Man,
balling.
it was beautiful. I was like, man, I missed a great game, but it worked. So I don't know, man. Come on, Chiefs. Come on. I hate New England. I hate them.
Mahomes, baby.
Come on, Mahomes.
Mahomes. Real quick before we sign off for the day, Mike Tackett says, from a depth perspective, how much does losing Brian Snead, does that hurt the program? It does. You know, it hurts us depth-wise, but...
Oh, my brother is mean.
Oh, man, what?
He is evil.
Oh.
That is evil.
If Braxton was on the Patriots. Damn. He could be, too. You know, he'd probably be good. Probably be good over there. Brian Snead, good riddance. He got in trouble.
I would have the root for him. That's how much I love Braxton.
Well, sure. He's your favorite Buckeye of all time, right?
I would have the root for them. That's mean.
Saints and Patriots be the old man Super Bowl, Clinton Masters says. Yeah. Tom Brady, what, 41, 42? Drew Brees just turned 40 last week. We got the young versus the old this week. Drew Brees versus Jared Goff. Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes.
Come on, Patrick and Drew. Come on.
That'd be a hell of a matchup, man, in the Super Bowl. I think everybody wants to see that one. So that is going to do it for the Everything Buckeye Nation show, folks. We appreciate you.
I think G's ready to go.
Joining with us. We got the lights
He is
on.
ready.
Everybody.
It's
It's
dark.
been a long day, man. He had to take a snooze this morning.
It is dark. We got one light on. It's like, whoa.
It is it's saving electricity, he said. We got to save the money.
We got to say all the money we can get, guys. We might be getting shut down, so let's
Unless, if you want us to keep having the show, go to YouTube.
Please,
subscribe. Everything Buckeye Nation. Woo! Please, we need you.
We need your lights getting
We
cut off.
appreciate you guys.
We got 2 lights on.
Well, go Saints. Go Chiefs. We'll be back not Monday the 21st.
Monday the 28th.
Monday the 28th. From, what, 7 to 8?
7 to 8. 7 to 8.
Boom. You got it.
There it is.
For producer G and Corey Boyd, I'm Jake Smith signing off saying, go Bucks.
Go Saints, Chiefs, Bucks.
OH.
I-O. Tathan. Ha!
Adios, Tate.